All right, let's talk about the assignment this week. So everything you're doing right now is focused on narrative essay. So we're trying to get your feet wet here at the beginning and get you writing and percolating and thinking about you so that you have a buy-in to the writing here at the beginning of the semester. It basically goes narrative essay, rhetorical analysis, argumentative research writing. And the reason it goes in that sequence is let's focus on you. So you are the background, the focus. You are drawing from your own personal experiences and memories. Then we're going to look at rhetorical analysis, which is applying rhetorical technique, kind of taking apart mentor texts to understand how they work so that you can think about incorporating some of those rhetorical techniques into your own writing to make it better. And then shifting to and finishing off the semester with argumentative research writing on technology, which is something that we're all drawn to, something we all use, and something that we all have opinions on. And it's not necessarily black and white, so we can kind of sit and think about where we are on that continuum, and then obviously anticipate counter arguments, answer them, but know that, no one is arguing get rid of technology altogether, or everyone should be immersed 100% inside technology. I mean, I guess people could make that argument, but it wouldn't be a very sophisticated one because you would be alienating a big segment of the population either way. So we all exist somewhere on that continuum, right? So how do you acknowledge the one side and then argue against the other? But anyway, the goal is we're moving through those three types of writing. So here we are at the beginning. You're going to watch an Andrew Stanton TED Talk, and then you're going to read a short narrative essay, and you're going to write a narrative essay. So this is a good mentor text by Scott Russell Sanders. You're going to watch that TED Talk, read that text, answer 5 questions, and post to the discussion board. One thing to keep in mind, respond to each of the 5 questions below in at least 100 words each. So minimum 500 words total, but I will be doing a word count on each one specifically for at least 100 words. Why word counts? Why? It might sound arbitrary, but it's not. It's so that you provide enough depth. Because if I say just answer the 5 questions, for some of you, you might write 100 words or more and give me that depth and specificity, and other people might give me a sentence or two. This gives you something to shoot for so that you hit the level of depth and development that is necessary to answer these and show that you have watched and read the 2 texts with enough attention to help you understand what a narrative essay is going to ask you to do, and so that you have the tools and the strategies to understand it and do it well. Because one key aspect of a narrative essay is narrative. You're telling a story. The essay part of it is the introduction and conclusion, because there has to be a point and there has to be something that the reader draws from reading your narrative essay. All right, so happy watching and reading and writing this week. Reach out to me by raising your hand if you have any questions or concerns, because we are in a asynchronous online class. So here's my face. I don't get to see yours, but that's okay. If you need help, if this was a in-person class, you would just ask it as soon as you thought it. Don't hesitate to send me an email if something comes up. All right. Happy week 1.